Justice Misra, my former colleague in Delhi High Court, Dr. Batra, Mr. Sujit Kumar, MP designate, ladies and gentlemen. I think the topic is visible to you. Good. So more I read, more times I read, I can really find out a different kind of interpretation. All of you know Article 14, but how difficult it is to apply Article 14 to a particular case is quite difficult. There can be two attitudes. I'll give a minor example. Supposing there are two sticks, one is 10 feet, the other is 8 feet. You are asked formally that equalize, make them equal. How will you do it? I don't intend to ask any question to anyone, but I would have asked, some will say, I'll cut it. Cut 10, make both 8. The others will say, no, I will add 2 feet and make 8, 10. You see, this depends upon attitude, how we perceive equality and your attitude towards equality. It's not a judge's attitude. It's an attitude based on rationality, prudence, and vision. You may be thinking, what is vision required for us? I'm an in-house counsel, I'm a corporate counsel, but still, when you read the regulatory regime, I would request and suggest, please have some affirmative vision. This regulatory update for investment, Madam Anuradhaji has said so many things, I am not there, is the proposed abolition of angel tax by the finance minister while presenting the 2024-25 union budget. The minister also proposed to reduce corporate tax rate on foreign companies from 40% down to 35% to attract foreign capital. You see, the liberalization which came up in India in 1991, thereafter various legislations and various steps have been taken, various circulars have been issued by the Reserve Bank of India how to make the FDI movement and to also control, regulate investment norms. Here the law heads or the in-house counsel, they actually advise whether they should take this step or not, or they might run contrary or violate a FEMA Act or RBI circular. In case you don't know about it, you must try to understand it, work hard, but see that it is complied with. Compliance brings discipline. Compliance brings growth. Compliance brings economic safety. The businesses and their ancillaries would be required to stay updated on regulatory changes and engage with policy makers to ensure alignment with industry practices. With some regulatory changes will present challenges, proactive planning adaptability, but with these one can turn changes into opportunities for innovation, market leadership, and sustainable growth. Business is never static. A static business is almost equivalent to a dead business. Either you grow or you fail. I do not want any business to fail because of some kind of non-compliance. You are the catalysts, or I can say with accent that you are the instruments to see that the business doesn't fail because of non-compliance. Now, the primary function of the corporate legal counsel is to protect the legal interests of the company. This includes protection and monetization of intellectual property to maintain competitive advantage and further to guide on issues like AI ethics, data privacy, and cyber security. As we march into the future, this issue would gather immense momentum and play a key role in corporate strategy. I've written something else. I think Dr. Batra will see that it is, where is it? It is circulated. I don't know how. That's his job, isn't it? Now, before I part, I must, you see, I'm tempted. I could have chosen that topic. Justice Midha said, and I agree with him, but law profession is different. He said that that lawyers are, the students are not market ready like engineers or doctors and others. The Vice Chancellor, where is he? Yes, he also focused about that why can't we have a book like something, isn't it? If I've understood you correctly, like best book, a foundation book. That's the basis. But you see, there are two parts, substantive law and adjective law. Jurists say, if you know substantive law substantially, you will pick up adjective or procedural law with the passage of time and you will not fail as a lawyer. Number one. Number two, if you do not know the substantial law and come to practice, despite your learning the adjective law, you will remain static. Your intellect cannot grow. Number one. Second, this is meant for litigating lawyers. You must have presence of mind. I'll give you one example before I part. A lawyer was arguing before a bench of Chief Justice and another judge in High Court. They were challenging rules of 1984. The lawyer commenced the argument, my lords, may I have your lordship's pleasure to look at 1974 rules. The Chief Justice said, Mr. Counsel, the rules of 1984 will stand on their own or will perish on their own. We don't need to have a look at 1974 rules. The lawyer replied, my lord, there is a sea of difference between the 1974 rules and 1984 rules, and for sake of completeness, I seek the leave of the court to cite it. The Chief Justice said, why sea of difference? Why not ocean of difference? What will you say? The lawyer said, "May I have the permission to say something?" The Chief Justice was a kind person. He said, "Yes." Then he said, "My lord, the English language has its funniness. When it rains badly, we don't say it rains like tigers and elephants. We say it rains like cats and dogs. Similarly, it is sea of difference, but not ocean of difference." This requires, as Mr. Sujit Kumar said, a different kind of reading and presence of mind. Anyway, that's slightly away from the topic, but original thinking I respect, and I expect every council present here must develop some kind of original thinking, not in contradiction to the interpretative process, but in consonance with the interpretative process. In the end, I congratulate Dr. Anurag Batra and BW Legal World for their continuous, consistent, and effective endeavor, for recognizing the bright minds, and also for providing a platform for exchange of ideas for the growth of business in the new economic world order. Thank you very much. Thank you.